Alright guys, today for my first video I'm going to show you how to remove the magazine disconnect out of the Bersa Thunder 380. Of course the magazine disconnect won't let the gun fire unless it has a magazine in the gun. Of course we are clear. So I'll show you how to remove that. It can be a pain for some people. I don't particularly care for it in any firearm. Whether it's a carry gun or a range gun, I usually always take them out. And this is super simple for anybody that has, even the basic knowledge of a firearm to remove. If you like it, you like your magazine disconnect and you think it's a good safety feature, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. A lot of us do not like it. And I'll show you how to go ahead and remove it. It's really simple. Anyone can do it. You just want to go ahead and take off your right grip panel here. Usually want to use a hollow ground screwdriver. I don't have a bit that small. You want to use those anytime you're working on firearms. We'll get into that later in another video. I'll show you a set and exactly the differences between that and a regular home screwdriver. So what we got when we open up your grip panel here is this bar right here. That is the magazine disconnect. When the magazine is not in it, it stays low and it drops. It doesn't connect with your trigger bar here, so nothing can be done. It won't grab the trigger bar, won't let it engage the sear. What your magazine does, if you can see, it has this little detent on it here. And when it goes into the gun, I'll show you, it goes into the gun and it pushes that bar up. And then now the trigger bar can engage and it'll fire. So what we're going to do, go ahead and drop the magazine out of the gun, as if you can see there's a little spring right here. And you're going to remove that spring. Kind of hard to see on camera, especially my crappy camera. If you have your burst open right here, you'll obviously be able to see it. It goes right here, loops back and hooks into the trigger bar. All you got to do is remove that spring. So what we'll do, I found the easiest way. Now you want to make sure that you cup your hand over this. I'm going to try to put it here where the camera can see, but I'm just going to take right here with my little flathead. Try to do this so the camera can see. And I'm just going to lift and pop it out of there. You probably won't see because I'm going to keep it from plopping up. But it'll just pop right out of there. So you just want to push the spring out of the track right here, and it'll pop up. And then now the trigger bar no longer wants to hang down. It has no pressure pulling it down when there's no magazine in the gun. So what it'll do is now it'll fire without the magazine in. Now this has no effect on the firearm function whatsoever. I've done this with 3 different Bersas I've owned 3 of these in the last 4 years, I think. I always end up trading them off, then I end up finding one for a really good deal like I did this one. And I've shot probably 2,000 rounds through Bersas without that magazine disconnect, and I've never had a problem. In fact, I don't think I've ever had a problem out of a Bersa at all. These are really great firearms. I'll probably do a full review on one later. There's plenty on YouTube. So these are great firearms. They have good sights. I've actually kind of see kind of homemade my own fiber optic sight there by gluing in a piece of fiber optic from one of my XDs. Cut it, burned it, smoothed it all, filed it all down, and now it's actually a pretty good fiber optic sight. When it's in the sun, it's actually pretty bright, which helps. So when you're looking through the sights back here, I kind of like it. And I can remove that if I need to. So now all you're going to do is put your grip panel back on here. Make sure get it nice and snug. Now we can fire the gun without a magazine in. You make sure you keep that spring if you ever sell or trade your gun. The next guy might not like that, so you want to have that in there, keep it as stock as possible. Just a little spring, throw that in a bag, keep it in a safe place, put it in the safe. And that's it for my first video. I plan on doing a lot more videos on this channel. It's my first video, so go easy. Big shooter, like guns. I like doing what gunsmithing I can. I do try to take some classes, and I'm gonna learn as much as I can. So anything I can learn from you guys, or you can learn from me, I think's well worth the time to make these videos. So like, subscribe, and let me know what you think.